Yo, what's good YouTube, what's good everybody, welcome back to another video. So guys, on today's video I'm going to be breaking down this super hard Lil Baby beat. Before I get into today's video guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any content that I'll be dropping. And for you guys, have so much of your time, let's get to today's video. Hey, so yeah guys, this is what the melody sounds like without the drums. I have here is addictive keys and I use this tight studio preset, and then this is what it sounds like. So basically what I did is I just placed a note which is F sharp, and I placed it one more time, and then I did like this little transition which is just going to take it from F to an A. To get the Lil Baby vibe, you either take the next note up or down 4 semitones, so either go 1 2 3 4 or you go 1 2 3 4, whichever way works. That's what I did. So after an F sharp I placed this G sharp note, just take it from an F to an A sharp, and then basically I just added more notes to give you some depth. Then moving on to the effects, the only thing I added is a fruity parameter EQ. I just did some some simple low cut, and then moving on I added analog labs. I used the American Small Studio grand piano, and then this is what it plays alone. So yeah guys, for this part I really wanted to keep things simple but like try to come up with something catchy. So I just made this first part like this, and then I just copied everything over, and then for the second half I just kind of like switched things up. So I took this from a C sharp to an F, and then basically just copied that over. For the effects I added the fruity parameter EQ, and then the next thing I did is add a Valhalla room. This is like a reverb plugin, and then I set the reverb to 38%, and then moving on I added the fruity delay 3 with the ping pong preset, and then I set the width to 18%, and then the last thing I did is add a wider, and I actually set it to 44%. Over here to like default EQ, I actually just cut out some of the lows. So moving on, I added contact, and I actually added the Evolution Hollow Body Blues bank, and I actually went over to the crunchy and I used the 0p blues lead. I really love the way it sounded, because this just gives it more light, and then basically wanted to just keep it simple, and I wanted to just come in like some parts that are empty, just fill up those empty spaces. So moving on to the effect, I added the fruity parameter EQ, cut out some of the lows, and also cut out a little bit of the highs, and then I also added Valhalla room. Instead of Valhalla room I set the reverb to 34%, and then I also added fruity delay 3, and I used the ping pong preset, and I set the width to 21%. The last thing I did is add a wider, and I set it to 58%. So guys, moving on, I added this bass one shot sound, and I actually got this from ATL Jacob 2 from Tri-Freeze. So guys, for my bass I actually didn't add any effects, and then the last thing I did is just add this vocal sample. To the effects for this, I first of all added the fruity parameter EQ, and for the fruity parameter EQ I just went over to the preset section, and then I selected this preset right here, and for this I just kind of like cut out some of the highs and cut out the lows, just keep those mid frequencies. And moving on, I added Valhalla vintage verb. This is a reverb plugin, and I set the mix to 35%. And the last thing I did is to add a wider. This is just widening the sound, and I actually set the wider to 27%. So basically that's every single thing I did for the melody. I just kept it simple, and then I'm just going to move on to the drums. So the first thing I added is this hi-hat. So yeah guys, for the hi-hat I just did like Phillies 2 steps, and then I just added some rolls, and basically I just kept like a little break right here. I just added this space right here, just give it like a little pause, and it gives it that bounce I was actually looking for. I just copied everything over. So here is one thing I love doing with my hi-hats. I actually love bringing notes down. They sound really cool, and they actually really do add more bounce to your drums. And then the next thing I added is a snare. Also added a clap. I added a modified version of Spins 808. So yeah guys, this just actually follows the root note of the melody. The last thing I did is just add an open hat. Basically every single thing I did. I'm just going to play the whole beat for you guys to listen. Hey yo Kanzii, spice that shit up. I hope you guys really enjoy watching this video, and I hope you guys learned a thing or two. If you really did learn a thing or two, make sure to smash that like button and also subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any further video that I'll be dropping out. That's going to be all for today guys. Catch you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.